If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we could be just fine. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna take a date. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. What you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love. Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna take a date. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. So thrilled for you to join us tonight on Improv Royale, our interactive extravaganzas. On our show today, we have two competitive teams to play for your enjoyment. We have a series of unfortunate Zooms and Zoom Bumafoo. So no matter who gets the points, everyone really wins because we're creating something together. That's right. We are creating something together on this improvised show for you tonight, and we need your help. So through the chat button, we want to make sure that you can give some suggestions and impact and some feedback on our show today. So get ready to text your ideas, your feedback, anything that we want, that we ask for the show today. So let's try that now. We also invite you to click on gallery view in the upper right-hand side of your screen so you can see us a little bit better. And then on the chat, everyone, can you just put in your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Let's put that in the chat box right now. Great, I see red, pink, purple, white, green, blue, burgundy, pink. Oh my goodness, what a great number of suggestions. This is fantastic. You are ready to go. All right, let's welcome our teams. First up, we have the awesome team, a series of unfortunate Zooms. And on this team, we have number 1, Tyler. Number 3, Demi. Number 5, Matthew. Number 7, Derek. Number 9, Cassandra. Number 11, Casey. Number 13, Leanna. And last but not least, number 15, Peter. Let's give a warm round of applause in the chat for a series of unfortunate Zooms. And on our opposing team, we have Zoom Boomafoo. And on this team, we have number 2, Rodney. Number 4, Nick. Number 6, Josh. Number 8, Lila. Number 10, Claire. Number 12, John. Number 14, Kana. And number 16, Sean. Awesome. Give it up for Zoom Boomafoo. Thank you, players. All right, audience members, for our first exploration today, we are going to do a scavenger hunt monologue exercise game experience. What we need for this is we have a number of players. For a series of unfortunate Zooms, we have Tyler, Casey, Leanna, and Peter. For Zoom Boomafoo, we have Josh, John, Rodney, and Nick. And audience members, we need from you something that might be in their apartment. You will put that in the chat box, and based on what is in their apartment, we're gonna figure out an object for them to go get. And of that object, they're gonna have to bring it back. And the last 2 people who bring those objects back are gonna have to deliver a monologue. And then you will vote as to who gave the better monologue, and the other person will be eliminated until we have no one left. So, audience members, put something in the chat box of what they should get. All right, players, our first thing that we're gonna get is a pencil. Go. Wow, some of you are so fast. Oh, last up was Liana and Tyler. All right, Liana and Tyler, I would like you to give a monologue about your pencil and what that means to you. Liana, will you begin?
I have the special pencil from the Pencil Games in 1995. Let me tell you, these games, oh man, they would write and write and write and write and write and write and write, and it never goes dull. This is the pencil, my friends. This is the lucky pencil.
Thank you, Liana, for telling us about that special pencil you have. Tyler, tell us a little bit about your pencil.
So my pencil doesn't keep on writing and writing and writing. It does multiple things. Because even though it's out of lead, I can still use it as a toothpick. I can use it to stir my drink. And I can add more lead in it for it to still write. So my pencil, even though it's not as old as Liana's, does multiple things, has multiple purposes.
Very nice, Tyler. Audience members, type in the box who should win that monologue off, Liana or Tyler. Oh, it's pretty close, but I'm going to give it to Tyler. Thank you, Liana. Very nice work. Let's give applause for Liana. Thank you. All right, our next object, audience members, put in the chat box, what should be the next thing that they get? What is the next object they should try to get? All right, your next object that you need to get is a fork. Go. Oh, a lot of people have forks right by their place. Right, it's down to Casey and Rodney. Rodney and Casey. Ah, yes, excellent work. But Casey and Rodney, you are our last two. So Rodney, will you give a monologue about your fork?
This fork right here, really special to me because I never know what it was. I try to use it as a comb, put it under my arm, look through it, just didn't work out. And then one day, my best friend told me, Rodney, just pick it with food up and put it in your mouth. Once I did that, I wasn't hungry no more. It all came to life.
Very nice, Rodney. Very nice. Thank you. That was a wonderful monologue. Casey, what is your monologue?
I just want to say, for this fork and for all my fans, I went down the stairs and tripped and fell. And that is why I was the last person. So who's the real winner? Who is the real winner? Because I got back up and I came forward just to do this in your face.
Whoa. Very nice, Casey. Audience members, who gave the better monologue, Rodney or Casey? Oh, it's another close run, but I think we're going to give it to Casey. Thank you so much, Rodney. All right, audience members, what is the next object our players should try to go get? I think that we're going to try to get a toothbrush. Go. Oh my goodness, it was close. But we are down to Peter and Casey. So Peter, you'll give our first monologue.
They say that in England, people have very bad teeth because they do not brush their teeth. And I find that to be very true. My mother used to try and get us to brush our teeth every night, but she was not able to because, you know, she would do it for a while and then eventually we would give up and she would give up doing it for us. And so it fell out of our nightly routine. But showers, Joel, the secret is showers. You can brush your teeth, spit it out into the shower, and then you brush your teeth while you're showering. It's efficient. Efficiency, Joel. Efficiency is everything.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Casey.
This toothbrush right here is my best friend. And I'll tell you why. Because not only does it clean my teeth, it flicks my edges. Okay? All day. Every day. Your girl's hair stays on fleek.
Very nice, Casey. Thank you. Both great tips for us in terms of how to take care of ourselves. But who gives a better monologue, audience members? Oh, it's overwhelmingly Casey. Thank you, Peter, though. Thanks for playing. All right, audience members, we are still even amongst our teams. We've got 2 Zoom Bamafoos and 2 A Series of Unfortunate Zooms. So what object should we get them to get next? Put it in the chat. All right, folks, I see that we're gonna try to get toilet paper. Go. Nice beat, John. Whoa! Great work, Josh. Oh, so close, Casey. All right, our last 2 players I got here were Casey and Nick. Nick, you have the first monologue.
This bag has a bear on it, and you know, I remember when me and my dad would go to the woods every summer, and we'd run with the bears. It was something that you just can't experience once in your life. You got to experience it at least 10, 20 times. And these bears, boy, could they run. You know, I don't want to make claims, but some of them might have been even faster than Usain Bolt. Gosh, they could run faster and faster for miles and miles. And these bears, they also knew how to throw a mean barbecue. They could throw such a good barbecue, and they just cook the best deer, because that's all they had out there. They had deer. We would eat, and they like the Patriots, which we worked down that. We worked past that. You know, I can't forget those memories. I can't take those memories for granted, and I'll always treasure those bears, the brother bears.
Thank you, Nick. That was touching. Casey, what's your comment on the toilet paper?
So, I ran to the bathroom to get the toilet paper, but the toilet roll was empty. So I lied. I got paper towels. A paper towel. And I'm sorry, but I got it to wipe my tears if I have to do another monologue. And it's just hurting me and my homegirls, because, like, if you can't have no toilet paper, you can't even boo-boo.
Gets me right there. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Audience members, we got some folks that say we should disqualify Casey, but I was just so touched by our monologue, I can't do it. So, audience members, who should we keep in the game, Casey or Nick? It's a very close game, but I think that we are going to keep Casey. Thank you, Nick. Enjoy your running with the bears. All right, for our next object, audience members, what's our next object that we're going to get? They want you to get a pillow. Go. Whoa, Casey's on fire this time. John and Josh, you were the last 2 back. John, why don't you start our monologues?
Well, this here is my favorite pillow. I use it mainly for my head. I've been known to sit on it, but I wash it in between. You know, health and safety first and all that. I'm not a Pistons fan, but I was a huge Rip Hamilton fan, and he had a mask. He was ahead of his time This is just symbolism that this is where we are right now. We're in a world of masks. Rip Hamilton had a mask. Everybody's got masks now.
Thank you, John. Josh, what's your pillow monologue?
This pillow is very special to me. My first night that I moved to Irvine, I forgot all of my bedding back at home. And so at about 10 o'clock at night, I walked myself over to the Target at UTC and I bought myself this pillow. And ever since having to move back home because of the pandemic, I've kept it and I will never forget it ever again. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you. All right, audience members, who gave the better monologue, John or Josh? Really tough to determine with all the J's, but we are going to give it to Josh. Thank you, John. All right, folks, we only have one Zoom Bamafu left. Josh, you're holding steady. If you don't get this one, then definitely a series of unfortunate Zoom gets the point. So audience members, what shall we have them go get for this round? The audience wants you to get milk. Go. All right. Nice work. But it is a monologue off between Josh for his life and Casey. Casey, you're up first.
Okay. I just want to say that I had a choice when I looked in that refrigerator. It was between the almond milk or just the regular cow milk. What did you think I was going to do? Of course, get the almond milk. It's good for your skull, your hair, your stomach, and it doesn't hurt them. We don't have to milk cows for this. No, we don't. Never.
Great. Thank you, Casey. I'm touched. Josh, what is your monologue?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me tell you about almond milk. You see, this sort is vanilla, and unlike in Irvine where I can't find a 99-cent store anywhere, I definitely can find this at my 99-cent store. And it makes such a difference not having to spend that much money on milk. And you know what it goes great with? Honey Bunches of Oats. You see, I'm old, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I love me a taste of some vanilla almond milk with some apple Honey Bunches of Oats.
Excellent. Thank you, Josh. All right, audience members, I'm curious, who should get the point? Oh, just barely. Josh has it. Thank you, Casey. Great work. All right, audience members, our last object to get between Josh and Tyler. What should we have them get? Gentlemen, we want you to get a bowl. Go.
Yeah, I saw him not even move, and I was like, I had to run across the whole house. So here I am, friends, and you know, I usually don't just give up like that, but I'm gonna bow out, give it to Tyler on this one. He bested me.
Tyler, I'd give you those points, but I think you need to give one more powerful monologue about a bowl to actually earn them.
Of course, Joel. Totally understood. Because I see some negative comments saying that I would cheat, and that's rude. So leftover from my lunch or my dinner, because we've been sitting here in class for 2 hours prior, and then we have this show, I had a bowl that had some popcorn right on my dresser where I sit. And it just happened to be there still when I played this game. And so that is all I want to say. I'm going to use this to clear my name and to say that I am not a cheater, that I am a bowl achiever. Thank you.
Very nice, Tyler. Very nice work. That is beautiful. All right, the points then go to A Series of Unfortunate Zoom. If we can see the scoreboard, very nice work. 5 points to A Series of Unfortunate Zooms. Our next game that we have for you is, we here at University of California, Irvine, we have a number of brilliant professors here, and we have 2 very special professors here for you today. On A Series of Unfortunate Zooms, we have Matthew and Derek, and with their 2 beings combined, they are going to be one professor that knows everything. They've studied everything. They have every piece of knowledge that you could ever think of, and they're going to answer your questions. So audience members, if you can put your questions in the chat box for Derek and Matthew, any questions you can have about anything you might want to know, and they will answer your question as one being the Professor Know-It-All. So the first question that they have for you is, how does Skype work?
Skype
is
very
video
centric.
Yes, Skype is very video centric, and that's how it works. You just have video, and so that's how it works. Another question from our audience is, what would a couple name a child for Derek and Matthew together? If there's the Derek and Matthew child, what would they name that child?
Mathrick.
Mathrick.
Wow, Mathrick. That's fantastic. The next question that the audience has for you is, where in the world is Waldo?
Waldo
is
here.
And
also
there.
Excellent. Waldo's all around us in actuality. All right, we have time for one more question from our audience, and that is, why are dogs so cute?
Dogs
are
cute.
Indeed.
They just are. Thank you, Mathrick. You are a great professor. All right, for the opposing team from Zoom Boomafoo, we have Claire and Kana. All right, so these 2 individuals are one individual, and they'll answer any questions that you might have, studio audience. So one question that the audience has is, what is a dog?
A dog is a type of animal.
Oh, obviously, it's a type of an animal, and there you go. All right, next question from the audience. Who is the best superhero?
The
superhero
is one
who
can
fly
and
talk
and
be
a
superhero.
Excellent. Flight, Hulk, and superhero. Love it. We have time for one last question. Is, when is the best time to drink tea?
the
Best
time
of
is
at
dinner.
Great. Thank you so much for that knowledge. You all are amazing in terms of your professorial knowledge. And now we will give it to our audience members to vote as to who they thought was the better professor. The first team on A Series of Unfortunate Zooms or Zoom Boomafoo. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of votes here and a lot of audience members. I would like to say it's close, but we have 10 seconds to finish. And I think it's fairly strong that it is A Series of Unfortunate Zooms. Great work. The Series of Unfortunate Zooms will get 5 more points on the scoreboard, and they are ahead. But it's still a close game. Next up, we have Remember the Time, where two individuals will come together, look at each other's backgrounds, and create a narrative about what they did in the past. So for a series of unfortunate Zooms, we have Demi and Casey, and these two players have some interesting backgrounds, and they'll remember a time that the things that are in their background, what happened to them in a narrative format. All right, go ahead with your scene.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. You know, how are you? I'm still a little hungover from last night, though.
Oh yeah, that was crazy, you know?
Yeah, I can't believe, like, in the middle of the party, you wrote that whole congrats thing, the class of 2017, and it's 2020, girl. It's not
Oh
even
yeah,
2020.
you know how things get when we're drunk. We think back to the times which were really special, and I was just really crying about my graduation. It was beautiful, and my friends made that for me, and I just had to recreate it, and it was just amazing. And you know, I remember the day that we graduated. That was a very beautiful day, and you gave the most amazing speech, and we took pictures, and I see them right there behind you on that wall. I remember taking those pictures.
You're all right here, girl. This is all you and me. I love you.
I love you.
Don't cry.
I'm sorry. The alcohol, I'm still a little hungover, but
It's okay. It's okay. That's how the Henny gets you, girl.
Scene. Hold it there. Very nice work. All right. Next up on Zoom Boomafoo, we have Lila and Josh.
Hello, Lila. Is that you?
It is. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in, how long has it been?
Well, it's been since childhood at least.
I know. Did you get the same way that I did? Did you open a book and you got transported here?
Yeah, it's been so many years, and do you remember what that book was? It was like I Spy?
Yeah, and we had to look through our little magnifying glass.
Oh
and
my goodness.
you remember there was that special, oh my God, you had it behind you. Our radio.
Oh,
that we listened to together.
I see it. I can't touch it, but I can hear so clearly the music. Do you remember the music that we used to
I do.
dance to?
It used to sound like when we would knock on the little phone together and we make a little rhythm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember that so clearly. Do you remember there was a ball? There was a big purple ball.
I see it.
It's there behind. It's there behind you.
I could see it. I could feel it.
Oh my goodness. Do you remember when you hit me in the face with that ball and you knocked out my front two teeth?
I do. And I found those little toy men and I thought you could put them in your mouth. Do you remember them?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I still have them. They're right here behind me. Oh my goodness. There it is. The bowling pin from our first birthday we had together. Oh.
And do you remember our prize? Do you remember that we won that little green dinosaur behind you?
Oh my goodness. There it is.
Got rid of it, and I wasn't sure, but to see it there behind you.
It's so revealing. Do you remember when we walked on the beach together and there was the sand between our toes and the water was hitting our whole bodies and we got dragged under the undertow, but it was okay because we found those shells.
Yes, they were, and I was being a little bit selfish and I wanted to keep them all, but I thought I would give them to you, and you said no. If they mean that much, I could just store them in the closet. It means so much that you remember all these times with me.
I remember all of them so fondly, and even though we're stuck in this book world, at least we have the memory of each other.
Dean, that was so touching. But it's up to our audience as to who's going to get the points. So audience members, it's your turn to vote on the next survey. Who did the better scene, a series of unfortunate Zooms or Zoom Boomafoo? The numbers are in, and Zoom Boomafoo is on the board. So now it is 10-5, and our next game is Alibi. For this game, we are going to have players come out: Matthew, Tyler, Leanna, and Casey from A Series of Unfortunate Dooms. And they're going to be in a sticky situation where they got caught coming late home. And they have to now justify to their parents, me, as to why they're late home. As a number of siblings, they're going to craft a story as to why they're late. Audience members, if you want me to ask a question about their story that you don't quite believe, feel free to type it in the chat box and I just might ask them that question. All right, here is our scene. All right, so you all are late past your curfew getting here. Where have you been? I've been so worried about you. You seem tongue-tied. It seems like you're up to something very no good.
We've been at the mall. Yes, because there's this like really special mall that stays open all night. Mm-hmm. Tell him where it's at, Leanna.
Oh yeah, this mall, it's like 20 blocks away, okay? And we had a ride there, but like the buses stopped running, so we had to walk all the way back from this special mall. I promise.
But where are your shopping bags?
Well, we were at the mall buying gifts for underprivileged children, and so we dropped them all the bags off in a donation box on the way home.
But I kept my Chick-fil-A one because I was hungry.
Matthew, you're kind of quiet there. How did you get to the Chick-fil-A? It seems the opposite direction from the mall.
Well, we ended up running very quickly because we just felt so cooped up from this quarantine that being allowed to go out, we had to run from the mall to the Chick-fil-A.
It was almost like we were chased from the mall to Chick-fil-A, Matthew.
We were. In fact, there was a homeless man who saw us with our bags, and he began chasing us from the mall to the Chick-fil-A. It was quite terrifying, and our heart rates were soaring, I promise.
But weren't these things you got for the underprivileged? Like, didn't you just...
For the children.
Yes, for the children, and that homeless man was just mean. Mean. You don't want to give these shopping bags to mean people. We wanted to give them nice children. Am I right?
And whose idea was it to donate?
That would be my idea.
Okay.
Because we're in COVID times and they all need hand sanitizer. And so we needed to give them hand sanitizer to be clean. And then the homeless man started chasing us and wanted to steal all of our hand sanitizer, but he can't be greedy.
Okay, but why are you guys soaking wet?
Well, you see, Joel, on the way to the Chick-fil-A, there was a car wash. And unfortunately, that was the only place we could hide from this man who was chasing us, was inside the car wash. But unfortunately, the attendant hadn't turned it off for that night.
All right. Well, I'm just glad that you're safe. Get cleaned up and go to bed. Scene! All right, very nice work, players. Next up, we have on Zoom Boomafoo, Rodney, Sean, Josh, and John. For this version of Alibi, we'll have the four of you as co-workers that are late to work. All right, so we are curious as to why you're late to your job when you should be here 30 minutes ago. Begin. So why are you late?
Oh.
Well,
Hey.
you see, we had to bury
The evidence that you asked us to bury.
yeah.
You see, when we were out there in the woods, like you told us to, there was a skunk. And hey, Sean, do you remember what happened?
Yeah, well, I stepped on my glasses, and while I was looking for them, I must have disturbed a bush or something, because that family of skunks came out. It wasn't just one, it was like, God, maybe like 20 skunks?
32, at least, right, John?
Skunks. I don't know. I can't count very good, but there were a lot of skunks there. It was a smelly affair.
Sounds horrible.
It was Joel. It was horrifying, and we were sitting there like, oh no, we have work soon. How are we gonna get this skunk smell off of us? And last minute, Josh just came up with the greatest idea I've ever heard of to get skunk smell off.
It's just the tale as old as time. We went ahead and, well, we were in white shirts, but as you can see, the tomato sauce has really done its job on us. And, well, look, boss, just a tiny little problem. Isn't that right, John?
Yeah, the thing is that we got so distracted by the skunks and running away from them that we never physically buried the evidence. We kind of just dropped and ran. So it might still be there.
It might still be there. The thing is
quick question though, and I want to hear specifically from Sean here. I forgot. Maybe it's these times and all these things going on. I lose track of time. What was the evidence that I asked you to bury?
It was, that shirt and those jeans that you wore during the murder.
I was involved in a murder?
You don't remember?
I must have had a blank experience, and now...
Joel,
Boss man.
we're going to be in a lot of trouble because of you. We really stuck our necks out there for you to get rid of that evidence, and you don't even know what's going on.
Let's just forget this whole thing. You guys just come to work. We'll be good.
Thank you, Joel.
Thanks, boss man.
Dean.
Thanks, Captain.
Thank you, everyone. Audience members, we had 2 fun scenes of creating alibis. We're very curious in terms of the alibi question is who gave the better alibi? A series of unfortunate Zooms, the first group, or Zoom Bomafu, the second group. Got a lot of polling here, and it seems like the leader is Zoom Bomafu, making the score a tie score at 10-10. All right, our next game is going to be Unmute Your Zoom. The way that this game works is we have 4 players that are going to be coming on, 2 from each team. And what's going to happen is these 4 players, this is going to be Leanna, Tyler, John, and Rodney. For the first group, a series of unfortunate Zooms, they're going to create a scene. At any point, when they maybe have a moment of lapsed judgment, like they forget about a murder or something, they're just going to touch their ear. And when they do, the other team members, John or Rodney, are going to give them a random word, just the first thing they can think of. And they have to incorporate that word into their scene. And then we'll rotate, and then the other team, Zoom Bomafu, will do a scene, and when they touch their ears, the other team will give them words at random. Audience members, we welcome you to put words in the chat. Maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't. But here, we're gonna start with our first scene with Unmute Your Zoom by Leanna and Tyler, and you're gonna start a scene that happens in a Starbucks. And begin.
There's
what are you
nothing. Oh, there's nothing like this. This is the
Bomb.
bomb. It is the special drink at Starbucks right now. I'm telling you, it's the bomb.
I was thinking about ordering that, but I think I'm gonna go get a
Caboose.
Because it's just all the coffee that they have, and then at the bottom, like at the end of it, they just dump all that into a cup. And then they call it the caboose because it's like the end of the coffee for the day. But it's supposed to be like really gritty and like really natural. So it's really good.
I don't know if that's good. I've heard the reviews, and the reviews said that it was
Terrible.
terrible. I mean, who would want to eat ground, leftover, gross, nasty coffee? I don't.
Maybe people who are trying to do a new lifestyle choice, a new diet. I'm on that keto. So if you don't think that's good, then maybe I should just get a
Joe Exotic.
See, what they do with that is that they take like the foam on top and then they just kind of like scrape it. And so it's like the creamed coffee with the whipped cream. And then they have to sing one of his songs. They have to sing I Saw a Tiger when they hand it to you. So they're like, I saw a tiger. And you're like, ooh, and it's so exotic, you know? And it helps if you're like wearing a mullet wig, but I don't have one with me. So you wanted to meet here to talk about something. What was that?
I wanted to tell you that I am
In love.
in love. And I am in love with
You.
you.
Let me put this lightly. Leanna, I am
Duck paste.
duck paste. And so what that means is that I'm not really seeing people right now, if that makes sense. And I'm sorry if that really hurts your
Lactose
intolerant issue, because I know being duck paste could really affect someone in that way.
Well, thank you, Tyler, for sharing your expressions with me of duck paste. I have to go now. I am meeting
With my therapist.
with my therapist in an hour. Goodbye.
Scene! Nice work, team Series of Unfortunate Zooms. Next up, we have Zoom Boomafoo with John and Rodney. John and Rodney, you will be both meeting up at the beach.
Oh, man. Sorry. Thank you. I was just about to say how excited I am to go out into the water and
dive
through the waves. That's it, the refreshness of the, you know, I feel like I'm a L'Oreal hair model or something.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when I'm on my surfboard, surfing the waves, you feel me? Looking at the girls, you know, looking at my shirt off, you know? But I always wanted to
Sea-Star,
you know, like Patrick, Sea-Star. I always want to actually see one in real life, you know?
I'm all about seeing stars. I mean, I saw Bradley Cooper. I saw Lindsay Lohan. I saw
potatoes.
I mean, you saw them in that most recent episode of You. You saw the potatoes, right?
Yeah, potatoes are so huge, you know. It outweighed me by a lot, 2 tons, you know. But you know, the say about starch, you know, get your starch in, you know, get some muscles, you know, gotta get built. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you know, when we're out there surfing, well, you're surfing, I'm diving. You know, I'm not a surfer. I don't got balance like that. My center of gravity is off. But you know, I'm also like I can't wait until after, you know, once we had our beach day. And then we hit up the
pizzeria,
and we grabbed some
tacos.
Grab some tacos from the pizzeria. I mean, everybody knows Italians got the best Mexican food.
Exactly, like their pepperoni fish tacos. You know, that avocado sauce with that hot spicy sriracha gets me full every time. My gut's already hanging over my, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, like, I love hot sauce so much that's actually why I wear red every day. Because I want to be part of that, you know? I want to be part of that.
Danny DeVito.
I want to be part of that Danny DeVito, dude. I want to be part of that group, you know, the Sunny in Philadelphia group. Because, you know, sitting out here on the beach with the sun hitting me just hitting so perfectly, just makes me think about, you know, Philadelphia and
Blorf.
We'll just end it on Blorf. Very nice work. All right, audience members, it's your turn to choose. We have 2 scenes there, both that had some random words thrown in. Who do you think won the point? A Series of Unfortunate Zooms or Zoom Boomafoo? Oh, it's a close race. but yet a series of unfortunate Zoom pulls ahead. Excellent work. A series of unfortunate Zooms, but Zoom Boom Fu, you can safely come back. Next up, we have a scene game called Make a Scene. And what we're going to do is, audience members, we are going to ask you to give us some scenes for our players. For the first group, we'll have Peter and Cassandra. And audience members, I'm going to ask you for a few different things that can make the scene tricky. One is, what is two people that might be in a scene together? What's a relationship or a way that people might know each other? Go ahead and just type it in. I see that we will choose coworkers. And where could coworkers meet that's not at work? What's a location where coworkers might meet? We're going to put you in at Disneyland. And then what's something you could be doing at Disneyland, some sort of activity that you might do at Disneyland besides just doing the Disneyland things? I see that we will be doing some, you'll be in the line for Small World. It's a Small World. All right, so coworkers in line for Small World at Disneyland. Let's see where this scene takes you starting now.
We're doing it. Play hooky.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh. Okay, so you turned off your location, right, on your phone?
I've turned off my location. I have put everything on mute. I have turned on airplane mode. I have turned on, turned off Wi-Fi. Everything. We will have the purest Small World experience that can be had.
Awesome. Awesome. I got our cover-ups, our mannequins are sitting at our desk, and so hopefully, hopefully, no one knows that they're
No one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Well, you
Can
know.
I tell Steve? Am I allowed to tell Steve?
No. Why would you tell?
But
Steve?
I want to make friends with Steve, and I have never really had an excuse, and this is a cool thing that maybe would make Steve friends with me.
Peter. We are on the DL, okay?
Okay.
We wanted to go to Disneyland so badly. Hey, this is our moment.
Okay.
It's canceled. You can't call Steve.
Okay, I would. No Steve.
You know what? But you're gonna get mad at me. I have something to tell you.
What?
Well, don't get mad, okay?
Okay, I won't. I'm not mad.
I may have blew our cover.
So I'm not allowed to tell Steve, but how did you blow our cover?
I sent a Snapchat to my bestie with me with a churro because it was cute. It looked like Donald Duck, and I wanted to show her like, hey, churro looks like Donald Duck, and I sent her a Snapchat accidentally, and yeah, I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. But we haven't got any phone calls.
We haven't got phone calls, but you know what happens. You know what happened the last time. Remember in high school when we were going out and we were playing hooky and we texted her, we sent her a Snapchat, and then she sent it straight to the principal. She is a snitch. That girl is a snitch. I love her to death, but she is a snitch.
But my bestie wouldn't do that. My bestie wouldn't betray me. What are you trying to say, Peter?
What am I trying to say? I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not saying that she is an intentional snitch, but I'm saying she is an inadvertent snitch. Like maybe she'll get it on the line and she'll get it to the wrong person, but I have definitely seen her. She got. You remember Martha? Remember Martha from our job? Yeah, Martha was doing one weed. Did one weed, and then she took a picture at a party, sent it to the whole office, and she got fired. Martha got fired.
Oh my God. Wait, I think this is her right now. Hello?
I'm not here.
Hello?
Hi. Hey, why are you calling right now? I'm at Disneyland. You're not supposed to be calling.
Yeah.
Well, funny thing, I saw your location and I know that you're not at work, so I know that you've been lying to me.
She knows.
Cassandra, did you not turn off your notifications?
Oh, I just got this phone. You see, I just got this phone, and the buttons
Hello?
are weird.
Hello, Cassandra. I still hear you.
Oh, hey, girl. Hey. Can you do me a quick favor and not tell our boss that we played hooky? That'd be so great.
Oh. Well.
Bean! Very nice work. All right, next up we have Sean and Lila from Zoom Boomafoo. We will have options from our audience members. How do these two people know each other? They are, survey says that they are attached twins. You are attached twins. And where are these attached twins? What's a location that attached twins might be in? They are in Egypt. And what are they doing in Egypt? What are these individuals doing in Egypt? They are fighting crime. You're crime fighters in Egypt that are attached twins, and this is your scene.
Brenda, you are always sitting on my hand.
I don't know what you want me to do. It's attached to my bottom.
Well, could you at least pretend to be a little bit lighter?
Well, Brittany, if you could just like move over a little bit, then I would have some space.
I can't move over.
Oh, did you see that?
Is that who I think it was?
I think so. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Okay.
My hand is numb though, from your butt.
Okay, I'll move over. Here, how about
It's
that?
the butt pressure.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, it cramps up for me too. Thanks you very much. Okay, are you
Okay. Well, let's get going.
okay? I got my left. Okay. Wait, why are you going that way? I have to go this way. You're hitting me. Why are you hitting me?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're just so close to me.
I know.
I think we took him down though.
Yeah, I think so too. I see him. I think I see him. This was our guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He looks pretty dead to me.
I think so too. He's like a moth. When you hit him, he dries up.
You've just badly hurt me. You've only just badly hurt me. Put me out of my misery.
Scene. Great work. All right, audience members, we have two scenes that we had from your suggestions. Who had the better scene? Was it A Series of Unfortunate Zooms or Zoom Bumafoo? Zoom Boomafoo. It seems like the winner is A Series of Unfortunate Zooms. Very nice work, but it's still a close game, even with the 20-10 scoreboard, because we have 2 games left. This next game is going to be Virtual Shark Tank. So for this, we'll have 4 inventors that are coming together to pitch you, the audience, an idea. The idea is going to be a word that's made up. So text in the chat box any sort of word, a gobbledygook of languages, any sort of vowels and nouns, whatever these words are smushed together, and we will give these 4 inventors that word. For the first team, it's Derek, Peter, Demi, and Cassandra. And your invention is going to be the Yet Hey. The Yet Hey. 2 words, Yet Hey. Tell us about your invention.
So we got this new app coming out called the Yet Hey. Okay, TikTok is in the past, yo. It's in the past. It's old news. It's canceled. We got the new hot thing, the Yet Hey. That's how you say it. Yet Hey. Okay, and like I'm gonna hand it all to my boy Derek so he could tell you all about the app. Okay, take it all, Derek.
Hey, yo, what's up? My name is Derek. And you know, like you said, yeah, hey, it's a free app. Why? TikTok's free too, but we got another competition. We knew this is a new, fresh, trendy app that everybody gonna be loving. Everybody. Now, Peter's got the details because he is the founder of Yet Hey.
My boy Peter.
Oh my good gravy. Oh my good gravy. Oh my good gravy. Sabotage, mutiny. I've been muted. But it is okay. I'm okay now. I'm here and I'm talking to you people. People don't want me to get out my message. My message is we can't say hey as much as we used to. You can go into Instagram and there are so many words to wade through. You have to go through yes, no, but, and, etc., etc. No, I just want to hear hey. I want to be able to see the words hey, and I want to be able to just see them. I want to be able to take in the intonation, and that's it. That is what I started Yet Hey for, to send yets and heys to your friends, all of your friends, only thing. Demi, our head of brand marketing, will now inform you of our other business.
Yes, so you just see what happened to Peter. That will not happen in Yet Hey. That was TikTok trying to hack and mute him, but we will not be silenced. Yet Hey is here to let us know that we can say hey. We're not gonna see the same people on the For You page like on TikTok. You only see Charlie D'Amelio all the time, Addison Rae. No, we're not seeing the same dances. We are seeing creativity. We are seeing shining. We are seeing all those Yet Heys out there praising
everyone in the box. Put a Yet Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Yet Hey.
In the box.
Putting Yet Hey. Yes.
All right, very nice presentation. Very nice presentation. I think there's a lot of excitement over the Yet Hey. Our next players up of inventors are Claire, Nick, Lila, and Kana. And they have another product that they want to share with you about. Go ahead and just put some letters in the box in terms of chat. What is the object that they are going to be pitching? They are pitching the Borknork is what you're pitching. The Borknork. Go ahead and tell us about the Borknork.
Well, Nick, you know what the Borknork is. Why don't you kick us off here?
Of course, yes. I know exactly what the Borknork is. Hi, I'm Nick, billionaire entrepreneur philanthropist. Been one since I was 8. It's crazy, I know. I just through hard work, really. The Borknork is an innovative new device that. Have you ever wanted a dog but haven't had a dog? Well, the Borknork is instant gratification for that need. Instant dog. It's just you take the Borknork and you throw it out your window, and then you'll go, and then a dog just comes running back carrying the Borknork. It's really, really amazing. It's just something that everyone deserves. And over in research and development, Claire's going to explain the technology behind this, why this is so innovative and why this is so important.
This is something that society really needs in this time. Everyone needs the affection of a little dog or a little chihuahua or any of your favorite dogs to just come running back to your house for a little love, right? I mean, I know that's what I'm missing in life right now. And the science behind it is really pretty simple. It's just a little bit of a collar, not noticeable at all. And poof, there's your dog.
Poof.
And the reason we named it the Borknork is normal dogs bark, but our dogs borf. So they run and they go borf, 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 borf. And it's just
The superior sound.
It's a little bit easier on the ears for those who have like ear impediments where you can have that really loud noise. They go borf, borf, and it's amazing because when your dog's being loud, usually you have to yell at them and be like, be quiet. Ours, you just turn a little dial and it goes all the way down. Kana, I know that meant a lot to you, so why don't you tell them a little bit more about that?
On the ground, so you don't have to clean up.
Yeah, absolutely. You were just demonstrating the little bit of quiet volume that we can have with the Borknork.
What about Nick?
Huh?
Show me the money.
Oh. This is just a little of what we need in order to get this off the ground. To get this from a startup.
We need your support. We believe that society really needs this in this moment. And with your support, we can bring dogs to everybody in your neighborhood. And all you'll be hearing all night is the sweet, sweet sound of a little puppy.
It's like we say, and Lila will say it together with me at the same time, synchronized. It's like we say,
Borf, Norf,
for Nork, Mork.
Wonderful! Wow, what a pitch! although I can't ultimately be the judge because we have our audience investors who are going to tell us which team had the better pitch. So audience members, who would you want to invest in? A series of unfortunate Zooms or Zoom Boomafoo? And the winner is by just a hair, Zoom Boomafoo. You've gotten 15 points to 20 points, and we have one last game for you today. So for this game, we are doing a tournament-style Thunderdome, which means that we're going to have two players come in, starting off with Lila and Josh, one from each team, and they are going to be given a category, and they are going to have to battle it off, saying objects from that category until they run out of objects. Audience members, you will tell us what the category is that you wanted them to see, and they're going to have to try to list off as many category items as they can until somebody runs out of categories, and then they are eliminated. All right, so audience members, I'm seeing a lot of good suggestions. Players, starting off with Matthew versus Lila, your first object that you're going to have to name off is Pokemon. Starting with Matthew.
Charizard.
Snorlax.
Bulbasaur.
Charmander.
Rattata.
Pikachu.
Eliminated! Lila wins that round. Next round, we have between Derek and Claire. For this round, audience members, what shall we have these folks guess? Or give out categories? All right, the audience wants furniture, types of furniture. Claire, you'll begin. Types of furniture.
Dresser.
Nightstand.
Bed.
Lamp.
Desk.
Pillow.
Bookcase.
Couch.
Dresser.
Coffee table.
Side chair.
Drawers.
Beanbag.
Chandelier.
Oh shoot.
All right, Claire, you're out. Derek, although it's a little sketchy that chandelier would be furniture, but I'll give it to you.
Hello, come on.
I know. It's a tough game. All right, next up we have Cassandra versus Kana. What objects should we have these folks list? I'm seeing names, maybe not. I'm seeing drinks, types of drink.
Drinks?
Drinks, things you drink.
Okay. Sure. Coca-Cola.
Green tea.
Sprite.
All right, Cassandra got it. Nice job, though, Kana. All right, for the last of the first round, we have Demi versus Sean. Audience members. Demi versus Sean, what should we have them guess? Types of flower. Demi versus Sean. Sean, are you with us still?
Yes, sorry, I was having.
You're all good. All right, Demi, you start. Types of flower.
Rose.
Daffodil.
Peony.
Dandelion.
Orchid.
Tulip.
Lily.
Gardenia.
Daisy.
California poppy.
I think Sean's got it. Very nice work, Sean. All right, our final four. Our first round is between Derek and Lila. Two different teams. Derek and Lila. What is objects? What type of category should we say? I've got pizza toppings. Ready, go.
Pineapple.
Sausage.
Mushroom.
Bacon.
Anchovy.
Onions.
Chorizo.
Red onion.
Green peppers.
Sardines.
Banana pepper.
Olives.
Regatta.
Pepperoni.
Spinach.
Oh my god!
Lila gets him! Very nice work, Lila! All right, final four, Cassandra versus Sean. What is our category for folks? All right, we got a lot of folks that really want there to be a battle about bones. So bones in the human body. Sean, you'll start.
Leg bone.
Fibula.
Foot bone.
Skull.
Jawbone.
Rib cage.
Nose bridge bone.
Metacarpals.
Toe bones.
It's not fair. The décolleté.
Finger bones.
Fine.
Elbow bone.
Knees. Knee bone.
Collarbone.
Thigh bone.
Funny bone.
Bicep bone.
What? That's not a bone. I'm not.
Bicep bone. I mean, I was actually saying the bone names. I was trying. She was just
Let me
saying
click on my
the
pizza.
part,
You
body
gotta-
part
you
and the
gotta-
bone.
I don't know any
Saying
bones.
the bone names. Just
All right.
saying.
Cassandra, I'm gonna give it to you. Sean, you're out.
Thank you.
All right, this is our final round between Sandra and Lila. Cassandra representing a series of unfortunate Zooms, Lila representing Zoom Boomafoo. So audience members, what category should we do for our final round? All right, this might be a little tricky, but there seems to be some energy behind it. Dragon Ball Z characters.
Oh,
Lila, go ahead and you begin.
Can we pick another category that we're more
Yes, we
educated
can.
on?
Based on the terror in both of your eyes, we'll pick a new category.
No, it's my brother who said it too.
We won't judge you. We won't judge you or your brother.
I'm
all right,
sorry,
here we
y'all.
go. Cereal. Types of cereal.
Okay.
Lila, you begin.
Fruit Loops.
Captain Crunch.
Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios. What? I didn't hear you.
Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kicks.
Fruity Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Count Cocoa. Count Cocoa. You'll have to try.
Reese's Puffs.
Wheat Thins.
Golden Grams.
Raisin.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Toasty the Tiger.
Frosted Flakes.
Thank you. That was
Cassandra's got the point. And so with that win, a series of unfortunate Zooms, Lila's out. A series of unfortunate Zooms get our last point, which puts our overall score at 25-15. Congratulations. Congratulations to a series of unfortunate Zoom. All you players were outstanding. Congrats to our winners. Congrats to our audience. Thank you for your great suggestions. Special thanks to our stage managers, Heather and Avery. Say hi. Thank you for your participation. Thank you so much to our, thank you, Heather. Thank you, Avery. Thank you very much. Extra special thanks to our musical director, Jake Kassman. So many people loved your music tonight. Thank you so much, Jake. Jake is also music director at the Second City Hollywood and the really awesome improv show that is, you can catch it every week on Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Central time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. It's a family-friendly, awesome improv show. I can't recommend it high enough. We really appreciate you coming and enjoying our show tonight and participating. We will take just a moment and then we will have a Q&A if you want to ask any sort of questions for roughly 10 minutes after the show. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, players. Thank you, audience. Have a great evening.
Guys. See, everyone jives today. No.
Thank you, Victor.
All right, thank you so much for coming again, folks that are still sticking around. There's a Q&A tab at the bottom of your screen, and you can click on that. You can answer any sort of questions you might have about our process or about what you saw or just about any of us in general. Or you can ask no questions and we can all go and have dinner because it's been a long afternoon. But it's entirely up to you. I just want to throw it out there that if you have questions, you can put it up on there. So we have one question from the...
I'm going to go up with Joel.
Please do. We have one question from the audience. When will we be doing this again? Well, this has been a class project, but we do have some improv teams on campus that may be exploring this throughout the summer. Improv Revolution is one of them. They're outstanding. Live Nude People with Clothes On is another group that they've been doing some sketch work this quarter, so look for those. This ensemble may or may not continue after the quarter because they are a class, but certainly, hopefully you've been inspired and hopefully they've been inspired to continue this work. Nick, what is the muse for your art? This is a specific question for
I was
Nick.
really hoping I'd get this question, Joel. Right now, Avatar: The Last Airbender, because that show's really good. It's a very good show. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Excellent. Inspiration could be all around you. That's wonderful. I'm taking questions in random order or based on what are liked up, but I'm just looking over here and quickly. What game was the hardest for folks to play?
I'd say Alibi is kind of difficult. And also Professor Know-It-All can be difficult because of the lag between the two and the hearing difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think Scavenger Hunt is the hardest to try and like build a monologue and an entire backstory off of a random object. Like, do you want to tell the real story or do you want to make one up and trying to balance that? I think it's challenging, but it's fun.
I think the scavenger monologue is hard to do just because I have to run everywhere and I'm always getting hurt. But it's a fun game. It's my favorite game, so.
Yeah, I had to copy that. Like, especially when there's kitchen stuff. I'm so far from my kitchen, so it's a mad sprint to go and get it. But it ends up being the most fun, I think. We played around with doing like musical versions of it, but we kind of stopped doing that. And I realized that afterwards. I could have sang something.
It's a choice. That's all right. Question, how long did it take to prepare for this event, and were you nervous? Good, Rodney.
I was just ready to go because if you think about it, that's when you get nervous. So just no matter what, it's gonna happen how it happens. So I just put it all off my shoulder and just went out, did it.
What was it like to rehearse through Zoom?
That, I think, has been getting easier as we go through the quarter. When we first started, it felt very kind of dreadful to deal with that like second delay between each other because it causes like us to not trust each other as much. But I think we've all gotten to know each other enough where like now that we're doing this and we've played with each other enough, it feels good.
Leanna.
Yeah, I think there was a moment in class time when like we had just like it all like just like clicked, and then we all just had fun with it. Like we just got rid of like any like hard feelings we had towards Zoom, and we just like allowed it to be a thing. And then I think that made class like so much more enjoyable, like moving forward.
Awesome, Nick, and then Casey, and then Derek.
Yeah, I think it was as challenging as it was to perform it. It was the same issue of like we had to struggle with like the conception of this will never be the same as if we were performing with a real audience, and like that was just something we had to come to terms with, and like something we've all been coming to terms with. But once we embraced the characteristics of this for what it was, and just started like, okay, like there are some things that just won't be the same. They won't be as good as we would prefer them to be, but we can play with like the tools. Like we had fun with the virtual backgrounds and all that stuff, like all those things that helped us like get the most out of that out of this platform and this medium that we can.
Casey?
I think the breakout rooms helped a lot just because I've gotten to know like a lot of people in the class. So I think that just helped a lot. Like I know everyone in this class now. And when we get back to campus, like it's gonna be like a little family, except for the ones graduating. Congratulations. But yeah, I think
Rodney, I'm gonna miss you, man.
I'm gonna miss you too, John.
Awesome. Derek.
Yeah, I was actually gonna mention what Casey said as well, but another thing I would say also was being able to just always check in with each other, and you, Joe, just initiating the whole class about like how we're feeling, and then also just a little exercise we're learning, like the games we're learning from the class. I think that kind of just slowly but surely kind of had us adaptable in this virtual temporary kind of change, but at the same time I feel more and more like just comfortable with everyone else as we go.
Do you all get anxious during improvisation?
I would say that, like, when I used to do improv in high school, I would get super, super anxious. But what we've talked about a lot this quarter is that improv is kind of a skill. You're not going to automatically, like, some people are good at, let's be honest, but, like, some people are going to need to practice. And it's a lot of just accepting that it's going to go how it's going to go and just be okay with that.
Tyler.
I definitely get more nervous for doing improv in front of a live audience, like in person. It's different. It's good and bad doing it over Zoom where we can't see the audience and we can't really hear their reactions, like if we're funny or what their faces look like if they're like, oh, we just said that, as opposed that you could in person. But that also, I think, eases the anxiety about it, that like you're just here, you can see the people that we can all see, like in our class. We were just kind of doing it with each other, and there just happened to be people chatting about it. And so, yeah, I mean, I think Zoom has been a blessing in that sense.
Great. I'm going to clip through some things very quickly. Some people had some personal questions for you that I'm not going to ask because while we want to know what Josh's favorite Twin Peaks character is, it'll be a mystery unless you want to say very quick.
Agent Dale Cooper.
Okay, thank you. The opening music was chosen by our stage management team. Rehearsals went for the show as most rehearsals do. We had a couple hours every other day that we went and we did all of it over Zoom. Nick, you had a great jacket. How did your dad feel about you stealing it? Have we recorded this? Yes, we have recorded it. We'll post it on the Claire Trevor Drama website. We've just got a new website there, so check it out, or hashtag look around for hashtag UCI Arts Anywhere. How do we keep our families out of our rooms when we're doing this? We don't. My son came in mid-show. It was awesome. You can look for it on the recording. Where can I get a Yet Hey handles and add you? We'll put that on the website. Is it difficult for us to do performance physically with this online performance? Was that difficult to be physically engaged? Yes, everyone's nodding yes. Peter.
I think one thing that I did halfway through the performance that I've been forgetting to doing is turning off like the self view, because you can turn off in Zoom your own picture. And I think having that, like going from at the start of it, I think whenever I've been on Zoom, I'm like almost always focused on that box and just preparing that image, and being able to just like be in space and existing like now that when you turn off self view, the relationship becomes you are outside of it reacting in, and you get pulled back into physical. But it's hard. Zoom is so hard to like remember that when the self view is on.
Yes, Rodney.
Yeah, I had my couple of times where I forgot to turn the sound off. So it's just a lot of stuff where you have to be more conscious. You know, it's a lot of adjusting. So yeah.
Awesome. Leanna?
I think the other hard part is like internet. It's just unreliable. Thank goodness for hotspot, but it dies super fast. So yeah, that's the only difficult part. It's fun nonetheless, though. Yeah.
Awesome.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Sorry, Leanna was talking, and I just wanted to say that I thought it was so cool how Leanna came in and did like a walk-on during one of the games when Cassandra picked up the phone. I thought that was really creative and really cool, and it helped make it feel more like a real improv show, because that's something that you can do in improv, and to translate it to Zoom in a way that seemed fluid. I don't think anyone really thought about it, and so I just wanted to say that was so cool.
Awesome, thank you. Casey, did you have something else you want to add, or anyone else? All right, I'll do one more quick answer. How do you support and promote our program? Look at our UCI website and connect with us there, or on Facebook. That's a great option as well. Just share with your friends. These are all very talented folks. They're all drama majors, and the majority of them performers, which is awesome. But the last question that we'll have for our time today is actually from our chair, Don Hill. What would you take away most from this class? Let's go, man, a lot of hands. We'll get it to everybody. Matthew, or whoever feels like they really want to talk, but Matthew, start.
Yeah, absolutely. The number one thing is just adaptability. I mean, with improv, like in life and like we're all learning right now, you can't control what's coming at you whatsoever. So you take what's given to you, you say yes to it, and you move with it to the best of your ability and make it into something that can end up turning out fantastic.
Awesome. Cassandra.
I agree with Matthew with adaptability, and I will also say versatility. Like, this is my second course in improv with Joel, and I found myself becoming more versatile in like my decision making and not being too shy about my choices, and just having all different types of, faces, book of all trades type of feel when it comes to improv, and that's what I mostly learned. And I've been using it in my actual acting. When you have a script, you kind of get stuck in that script and that character. You're not so driven to be versatile, and it's kind of pushed me to be more versatile in like more scripted things versus like improv things. And so thank you, Joel, for that. I'm so glad I was able to take this class with you on my last quarter. So lucky.
Anyone else want to have a burning response, Casey?
I think the most important thing is just like accepting like your reality. I don't know if anyone caught it, but like in one of the games, I think it was Tyler said that, oh, we dropped the shopping bags, but off at the donation center, but I already had the Chick-fil-A bag. And so I wasn't gonna like just put it back. I had to accept the fact that it was already here and it was already in my hands. So I have to make something up with that. But yeah, I think the most important thing is just accepting the reality. And it's also helped me in life, like with just accepting things. And yeah, I think anybody who's not even like drama students, like anybody should take an improv course because it can really help you. Like you'd be surprised. We've been studying all quarter about how improv applies in like nursing and child development, like all that stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. Anyone else want to add? Nick, go ahead. And then Lila.
Yeah, I'll try to make mine quick. So as artists, it kind of sucked this quarter seeing like everything going on and basically seeing like our industry kind of collapse as it's currently doing. And I know this class we're learning a lot about how we can apply these improv skills to like other areas, but like the main takeaway I took from this was like personally as an artist, like I found like a newfound appreciation for improv. Like a lot of things like musicals and stuff and like other things that have been propped up by spectacle that like we can't do anymore. I think improv is one of the few things that is just at its core just this raw stripped down thing that you can really like do anywhere. It takes that philosophy of like anywhere is a stage, anywhere is a performance, and you can just really do it anywhere. And it's such a fun, like, it's an experience that every time I do it, I get something out of it and I get enjoyment out of it and I get fulfillment out of it. And so like this class and like from everyone else and you, Joel, like it was really like, yeah, that was really a pleasure.
Thank you. Lila.
I was just going to say that we've been learning a lot about applied improv as well, which is improv that you can bring outside of the theater world. And I'm actually going for my MFA in stage management, so not a performer at all. I don't know the last time I actually performed something, including improv. This was the first time, which was exciting. But it's interesting getting to learn how improv is just like a lifestyle and how you can embed that in yourself and how you could bring that forward. And so it's really a class that kind of just teaches you a lot and will help you grow in general. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Lila. All right, last call from our players. All right, thank you. Go ahead, Josh.
Sorry. Yeah, yes. I think my favorite takeaway from this is I always really disliked improv as like me doing it because everyone always expected me, oh, he's the funny guy, you know, but I never felt that way. But what I really took away from this and what really helped me, I think, in this, besides the idea that we are using improvisation every day and in every aspect of our life and saying yes to everything and adapting, is we just have to be average. And I think that is such a wonderful idea and mindset to be able to go on stage and say, I'm just going to do what comes to my head first, and it doesn't matter if it was right or not, and if it was funny or not. And it just it really helped this whole thing for me.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for those who stuck around for this Q&A. Thank you, players. This has been such a joy, and I wish you a wonderful, lovely night. You're all amazing. Take care.